What is up, heroes of Dominion? My name is Charlie. This is Hero War Central. Sorry for the tardiness. I completely lost track of time. Looked down and I was like, oh, I should be live streaming right now. Yeesh. There we go. Save. That's going to have to do. In today's video, we're going to talk a little bit about the Lara Croft event. I'm done talking about Lara Croft events. Good event, but I'm tired of it. Guys. I'm so tired of Lara Croft. Emerald word of the day is exclamation point Lara again. Exclamation point Lara again. Although I should make it Kai. I should probably make the Emerald word of the day Kai. Pin message. Pin the message. Okay. All right. So looks like I just woke up. No, I've been up since 6:30 or so, but you know, here we are. It is what it is. Yeah, Emerald word of the day is exclamation point Lara. Let's get into this very quickly. Lara shop. Let's back that one out. Okay. Let's get started really quickly because I made you guys pretty late already. First and foremost, you know, Lara Croft Soulstones are it's a sticky conversation. All right. Whenever the Lara Croft Mystery of Dominion event went live in 2024, there was a very, very clear-cut strategy, and it was recommended that the highest value thing would be the totem fragment at the end of the boss fight, the Temple Guardian boss fight, which I'm on 260. I'll explain why I'm still at 260 in just a little bit. Getting the rewards for the Lara's Glory, Glorious Victories, that was the thing. That was like the best thing. But now that we know that you can beat the Lara's Glory with let's call it less than 500 buffs. The current math on the buffs, let's see, it's 570. Okay, the Temple Guardians buffs needed to beat all 13 bosses, 580, should be 570. It's 570. I updated this. Why isn't this updated? I wonder if I didn't save the blog post. Anyway, it's 570. The problem is you have irresponsible people putting out teams and then everybody kind of running with it. It's not irresponsible. It is completing the fight. It is, it is what it is. But like, I'm not going to fight the 270 boss with 95. In the last 24 hours, we cut it from 160 down to 95. Just in the last 24 hours. And in the last 24 hours, the 280 boss has been reduced. The 290 boss has been reduced. The 300 boss has been cut from 225 down to 180, right? So 580 right now. I firmly believe that we'll be able to knock this down below 500 when it's all said and done. Really, really easy. Not free to play, not 100% free to play, but really easy way to get a totem fragment. The bad news is the other option, the other thing to chase is Lara Croft. And if this is your first time getting access to the Lara Croft summon, right, and her soul stones and all of that, we have the ability to get to a 4-star Lara Croft for free. There is a way to guarantee a 5-star Lara Croft by buying the golden ticket for $15, 120 and 30, right? 150 soul stones together. 150 plus a 4-star Lara Croft is a 5-star Lara Croft, and you'll need 300 soul stones after that. So the question that I've been getting a lot, at least once a day, more realistically dozens of times per day, is a 6-star Lara Croft available for a free-to-play player. And the only way to do that would be to go through the Forgotten Treasury and dig through the golden vases with the hope that your golden vases happen to be Lara Croft doll grand prizes, so you get 15 dolls instead of 3. And then you got to hope that you get 300 soul stones out of Lara Croft dolls. Okay, and here's the bad news. Here's the bad news. There's a lot of people with charts out there with math, and they're all wrong. They're all dramatically undervaluing how many pickaxes, how many archaeologist tools it's going to take. So the answer is no. A free-to-play player cannot get a 6-star Lara Croft. It cannot be done. The only way to guarantee a 6-star Lara Croft within the bounds of this event, buy up to a 4-star from the merchant, like I showed you. 4-star here. And then you go to the Path of Glory. You spend $15 to activate the golden ticket to get these 150. And then last chance, let's see, Lara Croft, last chance bundle, Hero Wars. And then at the last day, presumably at the last day, this is what they will provide to us. Where, here it is. Open image in new tab. So this is going to bring you the last 300 soul stones. Okay, the last 300 soul stones. So in order to guarantee a 6-star Lara Croft, you're going to have to spend somewhere between $50 and $75. $65, excuse me. $50 and $65 to get a 6-star Lara Croft. If this is your first time trying to get Lara Croft, if you've had her from before this event, obviously, you know, you have less soul stones to acquire, and presumably there will be a way to get Lara Croft soul stones in the future. Soul Atrium Emerald event. You guys remember that? There's a, let's see if we can find it. Let's see, Lara Croft. So there was a way that if you opened the Soul Atrium with emeralds, here we go, for a day. If you spend emeralds, you had a chance to get Lara Croft soul stones. And I think 90 some odd soul stones cost me like 24,000 emeralds. Something crazy like that. So the bad news is free to play can't get a 6-star. The good news is you can guarantee a 6-star without having to get lucky in the Forgotten Treasury. The bad news is that guarantee is going to cost you $65. Okay, $65. Did you complete the Lara event yet? No. I'm not going to complete it for another... I'm not going to complete the Lara event for another 2 to 3 days. There's no sense in completing it today, and all of the buffs that some of the other content creators have been pushing over and over and over in multiple videos in the last 2 days. 180 buffs gross. 60 buffs for 90. That's within reason. 135 for 280. That's gross. That's not happening. That's not happening at all. No, sir. No, ma'am. Yeah. I saw somebody post a chart that said that every 3 vases, you're guaranteed to get a Lara Croft Soulstone. Like, how do you do that? Like, how do you do that? T3 Dist, buying a 4-star Lara. Why would you buy a 4-star Lara Croft for $200? Don't do that. Buy a 4-star Lara Croft from the shop here. Brian Lewis with the real and true ultimate statement that this section will end with. Brian Lewis says, I've been fighting with a 4-star Lara Croft since the last event, and she is very useful. Guys, by the way, you don't need to have a 6-star hero. You don't need to have a 6-star hero for a hero to be effective. The hero is usable from a 1-star all the way up to a 6-star. Lara Croft is usable at a 1-star. And the reason why is she's one of the best heroes in the game at control. Before Lara Croft, there was no AoE stun, area of effect stun, that went off before Sebastian's Ode to Serenity. Lara Croft was the first. So long as Sebastian is in the 3rd, 4th, or 5th position, your Lara Croft will use this ability before Sebastian uses his. Okay? Before he can Ode to Serenity, she will use this area of effect stun. Her damage is great. No, her damage is good, but it's not great. Okay? Her damage is good, but not great. You know, she's an okay damage dealing hero. You know. Now, obviously, the higher you have her, the better, you know. And you're not going to get the 300, 500 million damage on Osh without a 6-star. But even a 4-star, you're going to get, you know, 2 to 4 million, 400 million damage, right? We'll be able to get the new skin stone coins in the future. No, John Barber, but they will be leveled with agility skin stones in the future. Phil says, I tested a 4-star Lara with my Osh team last week and did fine. Samuel Diga, if you say so. I will take your word for it. I will take your word for it. Yeah. So like Jorgen, she can be underleveled and still be a pretty dramatic addition to your lineup. You need 520 buff in total, so 684 energy, 520 buff. Okay. 520. They have it down to 520, Eric. I can believe it. I was told by a developer that it's under 500 buffs that is needed. So yeah, I can believe it. I can believe it. Emerald word of the day, of course, is exclamation point emerald. We'll draw a name in a little while. Less than half of you have entered the emerald word of the day. Less than half of you have typed exclamation point Lara. That's okay. We'll get there. We'll get there. Actually, let's congratulate those players that have. Stovetop. Thank you, Stovetop. JD, yeah, it seems like there's a lot more medals and resources in this event than past events. What stage is Ring of Abundance? 3 to 5, Nanny. 3 to 5 is fine. Frank Germany, they said months. It will be months before we will be able to use the agility skin stones to level up the crit and magic defense skin. Months. It's exclamation point Lara. Exclamation point Lara. Did I say exclamation point emerald? I meant exclamation point Lara. Okay, so Stovetop is here. Good stuff. Good stuff. Oh, we have a new guild member? Oh, yeah. Yex. I'm going to call you Yex for short. Welcome to the YouTube guild. Thank you so much for choosing to support my family. I appreciate that. You have a green name now. You get priority questions answered. And if you are on Discord, shoot me a message on Discord. I'll get you added to the private channel where Griff sends us feet pics. Yeah. Now, the fun thing that I wanted to talk about today is the Kai upgrade on Hero Wars Alliance. I'm pretty happy to see OG heroes being brought forward, okay? Anytime you have an older hero that is improved upon, it's good for the game. It's way better for the game, in my opinion, to improve heroes that aren't picked that often than it is to add new heroes. Hero Wars Alliance have added 6 heroes per year now, I think, on average. Over the last rolling 12 months, they're at six new heroes. And all that's well and good for the company. Like, growing is always going to be good for the company, but a lot of people have a ton of older heroes leveled up, okay? Hero Wars is not a game where you can just swap heroes. There's a large time or money or both investment in Hero Wars. There's just a lot. It's just the nature of the game. You can't just choose your fighter at the beginning of a battle like in Street Fighter 2 or choose your hero like in Overwatch and be completely leveled up. Excuse me. You've got to level up the hero. You got to level up the skills. You got to level up the skins. You got to level up the glyphs. You got to level up the artifacts, etc., etc., etc. So there's a lot of people that leveled up Kai because Kai used to be good. Kai used to be a very strong champion. Very, very, very strong. And aesthetically, he's kind of fun. You know, some people really dig Kai. He worked really well with Kark for a long time and still does, by the way. And a lot of people had him leveled up from the previous rework, like 3 years ago, 4 years ago, whenever it was. He was updated to do more damage, more pure damage, more damage, all of that. And now he is being updated again. This is good. This is good for the game. It's a lot better for the game, in my opinion, again, than it is to add new heroes. It's always better. So we have an increase in all 4 of his skills, a change in position, and a change in the faction. Changing to the Way of Chaos faction is a completely natural fit with this new aesthetic. The Way of Chaos is my favorite faction on Hero Wars Alliance. So the ultimate ability has more damage now. More damage for the ultimate ability. Great, 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 great. Breath of the Abyss. If the enemy team has a central foe, the pillar is created right next to him. So it's got more damage. More damage. The pure damage explosive sphere. The sphere is now stronger and targets the weakest enemy. So it's like an execute style effect. Kai throws a fire orb at the enemy with the lowest magic defense. It deals damage and then explodes. Burn damage is pure damage, and then magic damage is, or explosion damage as well. So good stuff, good stuff. And then higher vampirism, slightly higher. He now has 120% vampirism instead of 100 vampirism. Good stuff. Way of Chaos is so good. Way of Chaos is so good. It's so good. I like the Way of Chaos. So the relic that you can get for Kai continues to upgrade him. And this is where I like this strategy a lot for Hero Wars Alliance. A week ago, I hated it. Yes, Glenn, he'll still be good with Kark. He still knocks people up in the air. But then you have to use Kark. And a lot of people don't like to use Kark. There's a lot of anti-physical teams. Yeah, Kark is kind of low. He needs some help. So I like this because not only are you increasing a hero that's been around for a while, you're adding stats to it. So I don't necessarily like the relic system being added, but I would prefer relics and upgrades happening to old heroes than a relic being added with a new hero like with Somna. Not that I don't like furries. Anyway, new skill, Living Bomb. Every few seconds, the Living Bomb effect is applied to an enemy upon death. They deal damage to all enemies. If the effect is already present, it is applied to the next enemy instead. So Living Bomb is an ability that can be applied to every enemy on the enemy team. It says every few seconds. If the effect is already present on the target, it is applied to the next enemy instead. So, if a fight goes a minute, you could assume that all 5 heroes will have this living bomb effect. Whenever you finish off an enemy, 2 things happen. First of all, you're going to gain 30 bonus energy for finishing an enemy off. Okay, 30 bonus energy for finishing an enemy off. And then you're getting this explosive effect. So I'm curious if the explosive effect, if that kills another enemy, do you gain 30 energy also? We'll have to figure that out. We'll have to do some testing. It's a small thing. The effect is already... Okay, so then Breath of the Abyss. A second fiery pillar for the green ability. It deals less damage and has a smaller radius. So 2 pillars instead of 1 of damage. And then while the fire arrow is active, the living bomb effect is applied to the target. Upon death, they deal damage to all enemies. So we have a little bit of a redundancy here with the explosive sphere. I can't imagine that living bomb and explosive sphere is... Like, the way that this is worded, it seems like it's going to happen a lot, but... It seems like it's going to happen a lot, but I guess in practice it doesn't. And then Bloody Boost, the level 30 relic ability. Each time Kai or his allies restore health using Vampirism, their primary stat increases. This is pretty serious. This is pretty serious, actually. Increasing primary stat by how much? Lowering crit chance, lowering dodge chance against Kai and his allies that have vampirism. Think about the heroes that have vampirism. You have Cleaver, Galahad, Kai, Arachne, Ishmael. There's 6, right? There's 6. Cleaver, Galahad, Kai, Arachne, Ishmael. Who am I missing? Who am I missing? There's 6. Gee, I'm so glad to hear that. That's exactly the energy that I like about this. That's exactly it. Dorian can give vampirism. He doesn't have vampirism. But Dorian does, Dorian does give vampirism to all allies in his radius, though. So that could be good. Or actually, technically, I don't think it is vampirism. I don't think that counts as vampirism. It's not worded that it's vampirism. Oh, it does say that. The Fountain of Blood is what I'm thinking. Yeah. So the Fountain of Blood doesn't give vampirism. It just gives self-healing. Initiation does give vampirism. So I guess that's technically it. Arachne, Griff. Is it Griff? Is Griff the vampirism? Jew doesn't have vampirism. Jew just has that ability that keeps himself alive. Anyway, so let's take a quick look at main stats. So the upgrade for Kai on Hero Wars Alliance says that anytime an ally or Kai himself is healed using vampirism, they gain a main stat. So this is something that I thought would be fun to discuss because we haven't discussed it in a little while. If your main stat is intelligence, okay, if your main stat is strength, if your main stat is agility, it's a way to classify the heroes for the purpose of skin leveling, for the purposes of the type of hero that they are. But mostly, the stat doesn't matter unless you are a physical hero. And I'll explain why in just a second. So, the intelligence stat. All right, the intelligence stat, for every 1 point of intelligence for every hero, every 1 point of intelligence, you gain 3 magic attack, 1 magic defense. Okay, so if Ishmael has intelligence, his intelligence is equal to, his magic defense is equal to his intelligence, plus any skins and glyphs and all of that. But every 1 point of intelligence gives that hero 3 magic attack, even if they have 0 magic attacks, 0 magic damage dealing attacks like Kark or Artemis or whatever, 3 points of magic attack and 1 point of magic defense, okay? Every point of agility that your hero has, they gain 1 point of armor and 2 physical attack. Even Kai here, every point of agility that Kai gains, he gains 2 physical attack. Okay? Even though he has no physical attacks, aside from his basic auto attack, he gains 2 physical attack and 1 armor. The armor is beneficial. Same as the magic defense on that intelligence stat, right? And then finally, strength. Every point of strength, you gain 40 points of health. Okay, 40 points of health for every 1 point of strength. A lot of people think that strength adds physical attack. It doesn't. Okay, strength does not add physical attack. Unless, of course, it is your main stat. Strength heroes with strength as their main stat also gain 1 point of physical attack for every point of strength. Okay. Agility heroes, Kark, Artemis, Ishmael, agility heroes gain 1 physical attack for every point of agility. If agility is your main stat, okay? Agility skin stones, agility book, or ring, I should say, in your artifacts. Intelligence heroes gain 1 point of physical attack for every agility point they have. Even Kai here, who is a mage, who has 0 physical attacks aside from his basic auto attack. Kai's damage is magic damage and pure damage. Okay, magic damage and pure damage. Yet, every point of intelligence that he has as an intelligence-based hero adds 1 physical attack. So, quick pop quiz. All right. Not really a pop quiz, just a quick recap. The only stat that adds attack is agility. The only stat that adds magic attack is intelligence. Okay. Strength adds no attack at all. If a stat is your main stat, in addition to those other things, whatever stat is your main stat provides that many physical attack as well. Right? Provides that much as well. Yeah, main stats. So this update on Hero Wars Alliance, that every time that Kai or an ally gains health via vampirism, their primary stat increases. That's a big deal. That increases magic defense, that increases armor, that increases health, increases a little bit of physical attack. It also lowers the chance that they can be dodged. It also lowers the chance that they can be critically hit, because critical hits, dodge, crushing damage, and toughness. Toughness and crushing is a Hero Wars Alliance only stat. Those stats are based on your main stat. Okay, so that's actually a big deal. Main stats and why they're important. And while we're discussing it, this is also an important segue into why a 4 to 5 star, let's see, 6-star Star Evolution Hero Wars. Whenever people are discussing evolving a hero from 1 star up to 2 stars or so on and so forth, the actual stats that are increased are not that much. You can see here that Helios is gaining 4 intelligence per level when he goes from a 3 to a 4 star. So if we have a level 130 hero on Facebook and web, or level 120 hero on mobile, then you take 4 times 120 or 4 times 130, and that's how much intelligence that they gain. And then you derive from that bonus magic defense, bonus magic attack. Same thing with the bonus agility there, the bonus strength per level. So you're not gaining a lot. You're gaining a few thousand at most of physical attack or magic attack. A few thousand health at most when you star rank up. Okay, that's all you're gaining when you evolve. So a 3-star hero in many ways can be just as effective, a little bit less, but just as effective as a 6-star hero. Thank you so much for the $1 super chat, Jack Yex. Would Bob get any benefit? Oh, Bob has a vampirism. Oh, yeah, definitely. Any hero that gains health via vampirism will get the bonus stat modifier from Kai here. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah. How did you come to be a YouTuber? Like, did you hate to be an employee? Yeah, I wanted to be time and location free. Ultimately, I just wanted to play video games in my basement. Yesterday was canceled, Robert. Yesterday was canceled. Here we go. Max Worcester. Max Worcester. Second time drawn. Second time drawn in 2 days. Sorry about yesterday's mix-up. I made a post saying that Wednesday was canceled. Anthony, web player, nice. Anthony corrected me and was like, hey, it's actually Tuesday. Do you mean Tuesday? Do you mean Wednesday? And I'm like, oh, yeah, you're right. So I fixed it to say Tuesday. So I was canceled yesterday. Remy had her... Max, thank you so much. How about Sofa King? Sofa King, the king of sofas. Everybody say his name out loud. No matter where you are in the world, say his name out loud. The full length. The full name. Say it. Do it. You won't do it. Remy had her annual checkup. She got her Bordetella and rabies and something else shot. Why down here? Her teeth look good. Her eyes look good. They drew blood to test for heartworms. I think is what they test for. But she doesn't have any of those because she doesn't go to dog parks at all. Remy's good. She's very healthy. 6-year-old dog. Very healthy. Very healthy. Very healthy. Aside from, her broken neck and her broken leg and the 5 surgeries that she's had. Crazy. Yex, should we all go to Trade Boys channel right now? Stove, thank you so much. Should we all go post the full thing on Lara event? What full thing? What full thing? Heartworms. Yep, she's doing good. She's doing good. I like web a little better than mobile. Sean, I prefer web. I think that mobile is a little bit more expensive, but it's mobile, like it's on the go. So, you know, if you don't have a device that can load Hero Wars Dominion Era on your phone, you know, it's yeah, Robert, you know, having me as a dog dad has been very, although she's been okay. So Sofa is not here. So how about Stephen Pan? Sorry, Sofa. The trip has got her super clingy. She is super clingy. Yeah, I think that they probably will, actually. If it were me, I would be having the Lara Croft event every year. Every year. He posted the Temple Guardian all the way up to 300. What, in a video? I got him on a blog post. Why watch a video when you can go to a webpage? Also, he's sharing high buff teams. I would never share those. I am not going to promote high buff teams, Yex. I'm not going to promote those. And, you know, Trade Boy and others have made the decision to promote those. I will not. I will not promote them. I will share the teams here and give a disclaimer. Wait for a cheaper team. No. AMJ, see you next time. Yeah, I couldn't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I made plenty of money. I've made plenty of money. Plenty of money. I've made plenty of money on the 3 days of posting low buff videos. So, yeah. Why look at a webpage when you can read a newspaper? They will introduce new IP characters. Can't see them stopping at Lara. It might have been a little too expensive for them. Are you going to talk about the amount of coins are needed in total for the new Lara skin? Talked about it earlier this week. Yeah, you need 10,000 precious coins. 10,000 precious coins, something like that. Should probably go and actually work on that a little bit more. Steven, I got you, by the way. I saw you. I saw you respond. Type it in. Web. Yeah. I was a beginner, so it is better to have all totems that are totem leveled up. DeFi power, if you are a budget player or a free-to-play player, I wouldn't even really worry about it. You're going to want to stick to one totem if you can, but I wouldn't really stress about it too much. I know that's not really a good answer because you want to know like what the best situation is. It's going to cost you a lot of money to level up totems. Bloke, welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the live stream. Ask any questions you like. If you don't want to spend on the skins, I would just level the Magic Defense skin with the ones you earn, but not spend extra coins. Yeah, so the Mystery of Dominion task has got these precious coins. You need 10,000 precious coins. You need 10,000 precious coins in order to max a skin. And any leftover precious coins at the end of the event will eventually be converted to... they'll eventually be converted to... did I miss a day? Did I miss a day? Oh no, I missed a day. Oops. Oopsie. I missed a day. No big deal. They'll eventually be converted to agility skin stones. They'll eventually be converted to agility skin stones. Yeah. Precious coins don't have any value outside of leveling up the 2 new skins. You know, take as much free value from the event to get them leveled up as possible. Let's see, spend 200 energy. Sure. Let's read this one. I need to actually go to faceless, sand face. Here we go. Let's dump this. There we go. Really? I didn't get there? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Okay. Equip. Summer Festival shop. Charlie keeps deworming around to be Remy's doggy shrink. If you complete all the tasks, including the one to spin diamonds, you can get the totem for free. Yep. This has been one of the easiest to get totems by far. By far, one of the most easy to get totems. Okay. Today's free gift has Lara items in it. Can't remember if I clicked on it or not. Oh, nice. Nice. Sir Turbo, they're definitely going to use the same mechanic. Sir Turbo asks, I wonder if precious coins will be used to level other new skins. It will be a Hero Wars thing to do. The only thing that I think that they will do, I'll take those. Just to add to what you're saying there, I think that they will call them new. They will make a new coin for every skin. So even if for whatever reason you can keep them, you can't use them for any other hero's skin. Sears game was the worst and the event is the best. Amazing improvement. So Griff was telling me today that he's actually cleared the Sears game on mobile without having to spend, which is always nice. Anytime you can complete an event without having to spend it's really strong. Oh, Tower Shop. Sure. Oh, man. These are going to take so long to do. Oh. Come back to them later. So, you're good with 2? Yeah. Yep. Coins that is. Hero Wars Alliance live stream tomorrow. Hero Wars Alliance live stream tomorrow. Where was that published? G, I don't see it, but I'll take your word for it. I believe that it's the case. So G in the chat is saying that tomorrow, 12 p.m. Central Time. We don't live stream here. I'm going to show you my schedule here. We're not ending, but so 12 p.m. Central Time is usually when I live stream Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. Tomorrow, okay, so Robert confirms it. All right. Then it's got to be true. So tomorrow, Thursday the 28th at 12 p.m. Central Time, that's 5 p.m. UTC, there's going to be a live stream dedicated to Asherona, the new Fire Summoner Titan on Hero Wars Alliance. So yeah, we'll definitely check that out. I wonder if it's going to be pre-recorded again. Bloke, I would say you're going to want to level up Nebula and Sebastian. Any tank you want. Any tank. Nebula, Sebastian, Lara Croft, and any healer you want. Every healer has a place. I think that I would probably recommend Martha, even though she's not the best healer. Martha is going to be the best for the Ashe fights. Having Martha leveled up as your healer will be more important for your account long term than the best healer. Well, Glenn, it's not that I trust Robert. It's just that multiple people confirming it, multiple people saying that it's a thing, is more validation, at least. I mean, I trust him as much as I trust any internet stranger. You know what I mean? Yeah. I like Nebula, Sebastian, Martha a lot. If Lara's your first strong hero, I like Nebula, Sebastian, Martha. I put a video out about my favorite Lara Croft team about 2 days ago, maybe 3 days ago, maybe yesterday morning. I can't remember exactly what it was. And Nebula, Sebastian are featured in basically every game mode. Every game mode, you're going to want to use Nebula and Sebastian somewhere. Somewhere. Pick a tank you like. Probably not Aurora. Aurora is a dodge-based tank, and Lyria, who counters dodge teams, is super popular right now. So probably not Aurora. Although Aurora is still a good tank on offense, for sure. And you can't use Lyria on every attacking team, so... it's on the Hero Wars. Okay. Thanks, DP. Do I use Lara against the Maestro boss? Not on the best team, no, but I do use her. Since we have a pet event going also, what team pet do I build for? So Bloke, ultimately you're going to want to have every pet leveled up. There's not a straight easy answer on that one, but Axel and Chorus are probably the two most important. Just general PvP, Axel and Chorus. Albus is going to be kind of your go-to third. I would say those three are the main pets that I use for the team pet. But you're going to want every pet leveled up eventually. Have I tried using the new flag? Yeah, it's not doing as well as I thought it would. It's another flag that seems like it's just not adding that much to it. It's in Mail and News. Okay. Robert, I believe you. I believe you, man. I got maxed out when she first came. 6-star. Nice. Brian S. 250. What do I have for 250? I got 10 buffs for 250. Brian S. 10 buffs for 250. I don't know if anybody has a better than 260. Let's see. Somebody said that you can do 260 with 0 buffs. Oh, Friday nights. Okay, I got you. Somebody in Discord said that you can do it with 0 buffs. 260 with 0 buffs seems pretty good. James, I mean, if you want to, it's not that expensive. If you've spent the emeralds, like, I have more than enough medals to get through this. Like, let's be really clear. The event, why do I have so many windows open? The Lara Croft Temple Guardians fight, it's way easier than any of us thought it was going to be. It's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds buff less than the Temple Guardians fight was last year. Okay, significantly less. 220, I haven't tried it with 0. The best I've done is 5 buffs. I haven't tried it with 0 buffs. Emil. some of these teams that people are advertising. Like I'm seeing a ton of videos talking about level 270 requiring 95 buffs. Everybody's posting this 135 for 280. And 180 for 300. Like the amount of buffs that we've cut just in a day from 225 down to 180 on the 300 boss, from 160 down to 95 on the level 270 boss. Like, that's significant enough for me to want to wait as long as possible. We have 4 days and 8 hours left in this event, or however long it's, 4 days and 8 hours. To me, I'm waiting 2 days for sure. But that being said, the amount of energy that I've got just from, admittedly, I spent 120,000 emeralds on this event because I took advantage of the Sears game, the incredible Sears game bonus. Oh my god, that Sears game bundle, unreal amount of emerald efficiency there. Not everybody can do that, I get it. But, it might be worth just to go ahead and do it. Just to get it done, get it behind you, and not have to worry about it anymore. Just not have to worry about it. Because, we have, 550, 570 buffs. What happens if we come back with 500 buffs? Like, are you really going to lose a ton of sleep over 50 buffs? You know what I mean? So let's try, what are we on? What are we on here? Let me finish this last starter join one adventure. Let's, we're actually just going to raid. Here we go. We're going to raid. I'm going to go through and raid these, all 25 of those, get rid of those. So that, let's clear this up. Let's clear this out a little bit. So we are on Temple Guardians 260. All right. So 260, the best team, requires 35 buffs. 35 buffs. I'm going to move this off to the side so I can look at it while I'm playing. Let's go ahead and add in, go to the workshop, go to the buffs. Oh, I don't have enough metals. I got to get some metals. Let's do 5 because that's 20. Okay. And then boom, 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 boom. Raid. There we go. And then boom, 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 boom. Raid. There we go. Okay, so 35, right? 260 for 35. Definitely could be a cheaper one. 35 is pretty good, right? Probably, I mean, we might find a 20 team, but it's okay. It's okay. So level 260, let's see, Temple Guardian, level 260, 35. So team pet is Albus. We've got Astaroth. We've got Morrigan. We've got Iris Helios. Okay. So we have Axel, Oliver, and this is, Oliver, and this is Vex, Biscuits, Merlin, Albus. All right, so this is level 260 with 35 buffs. Now, this is all well and good. 35 buffs is something I can stomach. I can't stomach 160 buffs. I can't stomach 225 buffs. Like, that's just too much for me. 180 buffs. That's just too much for me. Right? I'll wait until somebody finds a slightly better team. So there you go. There's the 260 team. 260 team completed. Orange Gift of the Dominion. Okay. But now I'm looking at this 270 team, like 95 is the cheapest. Are you kidding me? 95? There's got to be a better one. Like, there's got to be a better team. So now, another question that I'm getting a lot is like, why does it say needs testing when a lot of people have proven it? It's because I haven't tested it. So now we can delete this. We can delete this. There we go. 35 buffs. Publish. Yeah. There we go. Robert, it's Kark. It's always Kark. Viking, if I didn't have all my, like, the portal charges are meaningless to me. Viking says I'm wasting portal charges. They're meaningless to me, man. They're meaningless. Like, sure, my Mara and my Merlin aren't 100. They're not Violet 3 max, but they're effectively meaningless. I mean, I guess. I don't know. Let's go ahead and do it. You can select which metal you're battling for. Yeah. You go in here. Each of these locations has a different metal. See, this one's red. This one's white. This one's blue. How did I upgrade my relics? I upgraded this one to 6-star just to show people that it capped out at 6 stars. Thanks, Emil. Thank you. How far does 0 buffs get me? I think it's 210 maybe? Yeah, I think 210 is the highest it goes. 210. And then it's 5 and then 60. See, even this 230 for 60 I don't like. I think that there's probably a cheaper team for 230. Yeah, Merrick says this is a waste, what I'm doing here. Yeah, guys, it's important to know that you should do as I say, not as I do. I have basically every pet maxed out completely. You should be more efficient with your portal charges. You should save them in your mailbox until you need to use them, or until there's an event that you need to use them. You get 2 per day for free, basically. You should be more efficient with them. The thing is with me, Mara and Merlin, they're basically already maxed. They're the only 2 pets that I have left that aren't maxed, and they're the last 2 pets that I use. So, yeah. Boom. Yeah. No, the portal charges can stay in the mail forever. Most of them can. Emil, if he had to try more than one time, then he's lying to you or he's cheating. Because the way that the Temple Guardians work, it's not random. So that's the point. You learn from those with experience, not to repeat their path. Yep. So Sam says, yep, the thing is, guys, is the difference in the stats. The difference in stats between what I had Mara and what Mara could be is just a couple of percent. So whenever you're dealing with a stun that lasts 3 seconds, you know, what am I gaining? 0.1, 0.00, 0.03 seconds, something. But yeah. True, very true. Maxed is ultimately better. Okay, let's, how about Mazrax? Anybody play any private servers? World of Warcraft private servers? Turtle WoW or Ascension? Think about trying a different... Hey, Mazrax is there. Web player. Nice. Thinking about trying a different Warcraft. I don't know. Bone Dragon. 200,000 chaos particles. Yeah. Yep. How about 270? What's the best 270 team? Still 95, it looks like, as of 10:30. Yeah. It looks like 95 is still the best for 270. So we wait. So we definitely wait. We're not going to rush. Not going to rush. WoW is way too addictive. If you never use a pet as a team pet, one side of the pet. Yeah, the left side doesn't matter. It's a good point. The left column of the pet's gems don't add to the hero patronage skill or the hero patronage stats. They just add to the team patronage stats. So like if I don't use Mara as a team pet ever, I don't need to level up her left side at all. All right. So a good strategy is to level up her right side to Violet 3 and then move on to Merlin and do the same and then go back. 270. What? I'm buff at 270. I'm feeling kind of thin at 240. What level is my ring at? 3. My ring is at 3. All right, no Bone Dragon. How about Glenn Malvasso? How about the Lara 3-star purple golden ticket? So now I have a 5-star Lara, and honestly I don't understand how some FAQ players say they got Minion Master. They are either lying to you or they got lucky in the... Because you only need to get 120 soul stones. You get 30 for free. You get 30 for free in the golden in the season pass. And that just leaves 120 that you have to get out of the Forgotten Treasury. But even then, getting 120 soul stones out of the Forgotten Treasury without spinning anything, that's suspicious. That's suspicious. Glenn plays Blackberry, right? What was the name of the company that Blackberry ran? What's the name of that company? Anybody remember? Blackberry. It wasn't Blackberry. It was something else. RIM. Research in Motion. That's right. Brian S., thank you. That's right. That's right. That's right. I used to sell phones at Verizon for a couple of years, and setting up Blackberries was a nightmare. Robert, I've watched a lot of it on TikTok. I've watched a lot of that Blackberry. It seems interesting. I should probably give it a watch. I do plan to watch F1 tomorrow day. That's kind of next on my list. Although I've basically watched all of that on TikTok now also. Yeah, Minion, they're probably lying to you. Probably lying to you. A lot of people say they're free to play. Yeah. Yeah. All right, guys. Tomorrow at 12 p.m. Central Time, 5 p.m. UTC, official Hero Wars Alliance live stream. They're going to give away, I would guess that they're going to give away some of the new Fire Titan, Summoner Titan. Fire Summoner Titan, Summoner Fire Titan. They're probably going to give away some of the new Summoner Fire Titans at 6 stars during that live stream tomorrow, 12 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. UTC. I live stream 8:30 p.m. 8:30 p.m. Central Time, and that's 1:30 a.m. UTC. Like that evening, tomorrow night, like 36 hours from now, ish. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, so we're gonna come back tomorrow, ready to go. Keep an eye on people's blogs, mine, Trade Boy, Olympus. People will find in the next day or two. People will stop looking. People are going to stop looking in the next day or two. They're just going to stop trying to find the team with the lowest buffs. But until then, we might shave another 50. We might shave another 75 buffs off between now and then. There's people still cranking away. Definitely still people giving it a try. So please consider subscribing if you have not already. Huge shout out to, what is it, Yex? Is that what we decided that we were going to call you? Was it Yex? For joining the YouTube Guild and the $1 super chat. Thank you so much. Please contact me on Discord or email if we drew your name for an Emerald drawing. Hero War Central at gmail.com, blah. And or just find me on Discord. Yep. Yep. All right. I love you all. Good luck in Dominion.